Hey up all, and welcome to another Hengist Wild Camps. Well, I'm back in the Peak District, and I'm back in Edale, in the car park. It only seems like it was 5 days ago, when I was saying ta to you in my last video. Oh, that's because it was. Well, I'm meeting up with Kev Green. I think Kev's going to arrive around about 2ish. It's about 1:45 now, 10 to, something like that. So I'll just wait till he turns up, and I'll see you then. Well, I said I was waiting for Kev, and he's just turned up. So I'm going to wander over to my car, which is over there, and get my rucksack on. It's a bit chilly when that sun goes behind a cloud. I think it's going to get down to -4 when you're outside tonight. So yeah, it should be a good one, this. Right, I'll go and get my kit on. Right, well, that's us with our bags on, ready for the off. We're going to walk up into Edale. May have to stop before then because I'm sure I just felt a few spots of rain and it has clouded over a bit, so I may have to get the waterproofs on. That just shows you how the weather can change. It was sunny when we first turned up. Well, we're going to make us way, as I said, through Edale, then up to the nab, where I'll probably stop at that little post where I always stop to get my trekking poles out. So for the moment, we're going to plod on, and I'll speak to you when I get to the bottom at nab. Like last time I was here, I've just done my customary stop at this little post at the bottom of the nab before we head up to Herdsman's Plantation, because I'm going to get my trekking poles out. I've got my rain cover on my rucksack, got the waterproofs on, because there was a bit of a shower as we were coming up, but yeah, it was hail, yeah. And it is forecast for more this afternoon, so thought, get them on now. Surprisingly, it's not too hot wearing them. I thought I'd be overheating. This time last week, I just had a similar shirt on and my waistcoat, and I had to take my waistcoat off by the time I got here. But when the sun is out, it's warm, but as soon as it goes behind a cloud, the temperature does go. But it's not too bad, but as I said, it's comfortable to walk in wearing all this gear. Well, anyway, I'm going to get my trekking poles out, and then me and Kev and Jannu are going to plod on up to the top at Nab, and I'll see you when we get up there. We've just arrived at this little water source. It's closer to Grindsbrook than us having to go there and then come back. It's not running terribly well, but it is running. And there's these deep puddles, which I'm just going to get my water from there. So I'm going to get my bag off and collect some water. Hey. Well, I've just grabbed 2 litres. I'm going to get that stowed in my rucksack now and then pod on up to the campsite. We've arrived at our camping spot. Kev's just up there, he's going to get his tent up there, and I'm going to get mine just here. Well, it's very icy and very cold. I've just taken my gloves off and so yeah, I'm not going to hang around. There's less than an hour before the sun goes down, so I'm going to get my tent up now. Well, I've got my tent up. There's nothing else inside it yet. My rucksack is just over there. Got some bits and bats there. There's Kev's tent and Jannu. Good dog. I'll drag my rucksack over and then start getting some stuff inside.
So anyway, it's up to you, have to sort that out, not me.
Well, I'm kind of sorted now. I've got my silver foil mat underneath my Xped R-Value 5.2 inflatable mat. I've got my sleeping bag lofting up. I've got my pillar inflated. I've got my rucksack in tent here for easy access. There's plenty of room. And I've got a few things laid out. I'll just show you what I've got in my porch area. Well, as I pan past my boots, in there is my kitchen, pots, pans, stoves, windshields, everything's in there. My good old trusty wooden spoon. I've got 2 flame baked peshwari naans, some pillow rice, a tin of chicken jalfrezi, some squashes. I'll have to share them with Kev later. There's that water you saw me collect, and I've got 4 tins of McEwen's Champion. Well, I'm not properly sorted because, as you probably saw then, I've still got my boots on. So I'm going to take these waterproofs off, get my boots off. I might put a few layers on, like my down trousers, synthetic puffer jacket. Might even put my down boots on. I'll get on with that, and then I'll bring you back in a bit. Finally, I've got everything sorted. I've had to put light on because sun's gone down now and light's fading. But I've got my synthetic puffer jacket on, my down trousers, even got my down boots on. Got everything kind of laid out how I like it. And my thoughts, now I've sat down, my favourite part of the camp, I can rest, unwind, and my thoughts are turning to a tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. Whoa. You left what? Your rum at home? Whoa. You could do without shocks like that. Well, Kev's just up ill. Yeah, I'll turn the camera around. Kev's just up there. Right, well, without further ado, let's get this opened. I'm looking forward to this. Oh, that smells good. Well, everybody at home, good health and cheers. Evi gum. Hey, that's good beer. I'll just pop it in my beer holder, my boot, and just enjoy this evening. It's just started. As I said, this is my favourite part of the camp, when you've got everything sorted and can relax, just unwind and enjoy being out here. Well, I'm going to get back to my beer, having a chat with Kev, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, folks, the evening's been rolling on. It's now 8 o'clock. There's almost a full moon. There's a plane flying over at the moment. I don't know if this mic's picking it up. We're at a really brilliant camping spot. Lovely view down over the valley. I can see a few stars. It's a pretty dry night at the moment. It was pretty bad on the way up at points. It was weird. Instead of showers, it was like little tiny bits of hail. But it got quite, well, I won't say heavy, because it didn't get really big like lumps or anything, but it thickened up, shall we say, and the wind was like blowing it in your face and all that, and the temperature accordingly dropped. When we filled up with water, my fingers were frozen after 100 yards. I had to dig my gloves out, but luckily we didn't have far to travel after that. As I said, it's about 8 o'clock. I've been eating some squashes and I've had one of those naan breads, and I've got this curry rice, pillow rice, and another naan bread to go with it. But I'm not really hungry at the moment. As I've said to you before, I like to leave it as late as possible, because your body warms up as it digests it, and makes you really cozy. And the temperature's going to get sub-zero tonight, so yeah, no point eating it now. But I think I will have my third tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. So I'll just crack it open. Oh, smells just as good as the last two. Well, once again, everybody at home, good health and cheers. Evi gum. That's good beer. Oh, that hit the spot. Well, I'm going to carry on enjoying this. Kev's just there. I can see him out of my tent door. Very close together. It's great because, when you got your tents like this and doors are facing each other, it's just nice to be able to chat. So I'm really enjoying tonight so far, and I'm going to get some grub on later. But in the meantime, I'm going to carry on slurping this, and I'll bring you back in a bit. Eat by gum. That's good beer. Well, that was my third tin of beer. The time, well, I've just listened to news. I've got wireless on. Sorry if it's a bit loud, but it should be okay because I've got my mic here. The time has just gone 9 o'clock. I've pulled my footprint back, got my stove out ready, got my pan ready, and I'm looking forward to some chicken jalfrezi with some pillow rice. And I've got one naan bread left. Yeah, there were two, but I've scoffed one already. But I've got one left to dip in. So, without further ado, I think I'll get my stove lit and start cooking. I think I've said before, I love how that flame spreads across very slowly. It's magical. Right, well, I'll keep stirring that. I'll bring you back when it's cooked. Well, this is bubbling away like crazy. I think it's done. I've just tasted the spoon. It burnt my tongue. I'm not talking about the spice. Let's get this out. Right, let's bring this back over. Got a naan bread to go with it. Well, let's get stuck in and give it a taste. Oh, that's absolutely lovely. It's hot. I don't mean spicy hot. I mean boiling hot temperature hot. But it is very spicy as well because it's a jalfrezi. Well, I'm glad I've got this naan bread, this Peshwari naan. So let's give this a dip. Oh, that's really good. What curry? Wouldn't it be complete without a beer to go with it? I've got one in my tent somewhere. Keeping warm. My 4th tin, a McEwen's Champion 7.3. Well, as I said, I'm going to get it cracked open because they go hand in hand. Curry and beer up on Kinder Scout. You don't get better, does it? Oh, smells good. Well, for the last time tonight, folks. Good health and cheers. Ye by gum. That's good beer, that. Well, I'm going to pop it in my boot. I'm going to get back to my curry, get stuck into it while it's still hot with my naan bread, and I'll see you after I've eaten it.
Settled conditions with sunny spells and variable amounts of cloud. Central and southern areas may see a few isolated showers on Saturday. This is BBC Radio 4 on 92 to 95 FM, on BBC Sounds, and on your smart speaker.
Oh, that was a nice curry. Oh, news is on.
Hello, good evening. It's 10 o'clock. Welcome to the world
And
tonight.
it's 10 o'clock.
Vladimir Putin says there are many details
Well, I'm just going to
still
wash
to be
that down.
ironed out before he'll back a ceasefire in his war with Ukraine. It's a blow to Donald Trump's peacemaking efforts.
A lot of the details of the
Oh, that's better.
On the program, more money is
Well, I'm going to
pledged
squirt a
from
bit of washing up liquid in my pan, get that washed up,
the administrative arm of the NHS
and I'll bring you back in a bit. It's approaching 11 o'clock, or it's just gone 11 o'clock. It's somewhere around about 11 o'clock, either side. And I've drank all my beers. I've got a full stomach after that lovely curry. Oh, it's been a while since I've had a curry on a camp. That was very nice. I was chatting with Kev for a while. I think he's gone to sleep now. I've just been listening to some comedy on Radio 4 Extra. I've got the timer on. I didn't really show you our campsite. I was too busy getting out of that hail and getting some shelter. But what I'll do to make up for it is in the morning, I'll get out of my tent and I'll do a bit of videoing around so you can see it. Oh, been a great night. Been a great day. Just getting out of the house, spending the night up on hills. Just the peace and beauty of the countryside. Lifts your spirits. Well, it does mine. Before I say anything else, I think I'll say to everybody, good night all, and I'll see you at morning. Well, good morning everybody. Time is just after 8:30. I've had a brilliant sleep. Oh, woke up about 4:30 and then went back to sleep again. Well, I think I'll turn my thoughts to getting a brew on, but in the meantime, let's have a look outside. It does look nice. Sun coming through my tent.
What a lovely day. Right, I'll get that brew on. Well, that's my morning brew made. I shall just grab it. Oh. Oh, that is nice. Well, we're having a very lazy morning. No rush. It's a beautiful day. And I'm just going to drink this brew, come round a bit more, and then turn my thoughts to packing up, but not for a few minutes. I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's me, finally out of the tent on this lovely morning. Although there's lovely blue skies, there are some ominous clouds in that direction. And it is quite chilly. I've got my gloves out, I'm going to put them on in a bit. But before we head off, I'm just doing my usual. This, where my trekking poles are, is where I was camped. And I'm having a last look around for any tent pegs or little bits of rubbish. But the place is absolutely spotless. Like we all do, we'll leave no trace so others can enjoy it. Well, I'm about to get my rucksack on, it's down there. It's a bit lighter than it was yesterday. And I think we're going to walk around that headland there and come down the path there, so do a bit of a circular. Right, well, I'll get my bag on and I'll see you in a bit. What a difference Grindsbrook is compared to last week. It was really flowing down here, now it's just a trickle. Surprised with all the rain that we've had. Well, I don't know how rainy it's been up here, but last time I was up here it chucked it down. What a view it is down the cliff. I'll just turn the camera around. We're heading along over onto that path, then over to Grindslow Knoll, which you can see just about there. Right, well, I'll show you some views and terrain underfoot as we're walking along, but for the moment we're going to plod on. I just thought I'd give you an update where we're up to. Well, this is a very similar update to the one I gave you in my last video. I'm pretty much at the same spot. Over there, got the Nab, Golden Clough, Nethertor, Grindsbrook or Grindsbrook, however you want to call it, just over yonder. Grindslow Knoll just behind me there. And down there is the Vale of Edale and Edale itself. And that's where we're heading to. Oh, it's been a lovely little walk, this. We've done a bit of a circular on this camp. But the weather's been absolutely lovely. It's still nippy that I've got gloves on, but dry, that's the main thing. Well, anyway, we're going to plod on down into Edale and I'll bring you back when I'm a bit lower down. See you in a bit. Here I am back in Edale village, and not before long because it's clouded over. Temperature's dropped accordingly, and I don't really want to get my waterproofs on. So I'm going to plod on back to the car park and I'll speak to you then. Here I am back at the car in Edale car park. Well, what a cracking camp that was. Certainly saw some different weathers. Started off sunny, then it clouded over like it is now, and then there was a hailstorm, bits of snow. Got quite thick at one point. Fingers were freezing. Got the tent pitched up near Grindsbrook. And then, what a difference this morning. Beautiful sunshine, wall to wall, blue skies, but still a bit chilly. And then this morning, the walk along to Grindslow Knoll and down, that was really enjoyable. A nice, not too long, but an enjoyable morning walk. Well, I've really enjoyed this camp. It's been great to get out, get a bit of exercise, have a chat and a natter and a laugh with Kev, and just sleep out on the hills and enjoy nature once again. Well, I'm just going to go over to Kev and say ta to him. Well, Kev, that was a cracking camp, mate.
Thank you very much.
Some brilliant views from that spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Better than being stuck in the house.
Absolutely.
All right, mate. Until next time. See
you
you later. I'm about to get all this kit off and chuck it back at car and start the drive home. But before I do that, I just want to say thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I always say at the end of my videos, I'll look forward to seeing your comments because I do enjoy reading those and replying to them. Well, on that note, there's not really further to say, apart from until next time, when I see you again for another Hengist Wild Camps, it's cheerio from me. Goodbye all.